Look at a bar of gold. Really look at it. It is a soft, shiny yellow metal. You cannot eat it. It does not power anything. It does not really do much of anything useful at all. And yet, a single bar of it is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Wars have been fought over it. Empires were built on it. People have killed for it. So here's the question almost nobody can actually answer. Why? Why is gold worth anything at all? It grows no food. It runs no machine. Compared to iron or oil, it is nearly useless. But for over 5,000 years, across every civilization that has ever existed, humans have agreed that this one shiny metal is precious. Ancient Egyptians, Romans, kings, pirates, and modern governments all reached the same strange conclusion. Gold is money. That is not an accident. Gold has a set of almost magical properties that no other material shares. And understanding why gold became money will teach you what money actually is and why the paper in your wallet works at all. Today, we break down why gold is worth anything, drawn simply. And by the end, you will understand a secret that the richest people and even governments still use to protect their wealth today. Let's dig in. To understand gold, you first have to understand a bigger question. What makes anything good money? Because before money, people just traded stuff directly. I give you a chicken, you give me some wheat. Simple, but a nightmare. What if I want your wheat, but you do not want my chicken? The whole thing falls apart. So humans went looking for one special thing, something everyone would always accept, that they could use to trade for anything else. And for something to be good at that job, it needs a few key properties. It has to be rare, so it holds value and cannot be faked. It has to last, so it does not rot or rust away. It has to be easy to divide and carry, and everyone has to agree it is valuable. People tried everything: salt, shells, cattle, big stones. Each one failed at something. And then they found gold. And gold, almost eerily, ticks every single box on that list. It is like the universe designed the perfect money and hid it in the ground. Let me show you why. The first reason gold became money. It is rare, but not too rare. And this is a delicate, almost perfect balance. Think about it. If money is too common, it becomes worthless. Imagine if money grew on trees. You could just pick more and it would mean nothing. But if money is too rare, there is not enough of it to go around, and it cannot work either. Gold sits in the perfect middle. There is enough of it in the world to be useful as money, but it is genuinely hard to get. You have to dig deep into the earth, crush tons of rock, and extract tiny amounts. It takes enormous effort to find even a little. And here is the crucial part. You cannot fake it, and you cannot just make more of it on a whim. Unlike paper money, which a government can print by the trillion, nobody can simply create more gold. The total amount grows painfully slowly, no matter how badly anyone wants more. That scarcity is the foundation of its value. It is precious because it is genuinely hard to get, and always has been. The second reason, gold is almost indestructible. It lasts literally forever. This one is wilder than it sounds. Gold does not rust. It does not tarnish. It does not rot, corrode, or decay. You could drop a gold coin in the ocean, leave it for 1,000 years, pull it up, and it would still be perfect, shining like the day it was made. Think about why that matters for money. If your wealth is made of something that rots, like food, it is useless for saving. But gold you can bury, hide, or pass down for generations, and it never loses a single atom. This is why treasure from ancient shipwrecks still gleams when divers find it today. The wood is gone, the bones are gone, the gold is untouched. For a store of wealth, that is priceless. It means gold can hold value not just for years, but for thousands of years. It is one of the only things a human can own that truly outlasts them and everyone who comes after them. The third reason, and this is the most powerful one of all, everyone everywhere agrees it is valuable. Here is the deepest secret about money. Money only works because we all believe it works. The paper in your wallet is just paper. It has value only because everyone agrees to accept it. The moment people stop believing, it becomes worthless. Now here is what makes gold special. Its belief is universal, and it is ancient. Fly to any country on earth, walk into any era of history, and hand someone gold. They will know exactly what it is, and they will want it. No government has to force people to value gold. No law is needed. Across 5,000 years in every culture, humans just agreed. That shared belief is incredibly strong precisely because it is so old and so global. Paper currencies come and go. Governments rise and fall. but the belief in gold has survived all of them, every single time. That is why gold is sometimes called real money, because its value does not depend on trusting any government, only on humanity's oldest agreement. Now here's the part that surprises people. If gold is so old-fashioned, why do modern governments still hoard tons of it, right now, today? Because they know the secret. Gold is the ultimate protection against their own money going bad. Remember, a government can print endless paper money, and every time they do, that money loses value. That is inflation. But they cannot print gold. So gold sits there immune to the printing press, holding its value while paper money slowly melts. So central banks all over the world keep enormous vaults of gold as a backup, a safety net for when paper money gets shaky. And it is not just governments. When people get scared, when inflation is high or a crisis hits, they run to gold. Because in a panic, nobody trusts paper promises. But everyone still trusts the shiny metal that has held its value for 5,000 years. Gold is the thing money runs to when money itself is in trouble. Here is a piece of history that shows just how deep gold's power really runs. For most of modern history, money was gold. For a long time, the paper money in people's wallets was not just paper. It was a promise that you could walk into a bank and swap it for real gold. The paper was only trusted because gold was sitting behind it. This was called the gold standard. It meant governments could not just print endless money because every note had to be backed by actual gold in a vault. But then, decades ago, countries broke that link. They cut money loose from gold so they could print as much as they wanted. And that is the exact moment the modern money printing machine was born, the one that drives the inflation eating your paycheck today. So in a strange way, the whole reason your money can lose value is that we cut it loose from gold. Which is why when people get scared about money being printed into worthlessness, they still run right back to it. And here is the modern twist. Some people now call one new thing digital gold, Bitcoin, because it copies gold's key trick. There is a strict limit on how much can ever exist, so no government can print more of it. Whether that belief will last like gold's 5,000-year run, nobody knows yet, but it proves the idea is timeless. Humans will always hunt for something rare that cannot be printed to protect their wealth from the printing press. So what does all this actually teach you, even if you never buy a single gram of gold? It teaches you what real value is. Real value is rare, it lasts, and it does not depend on anyone's permission to exist. The lesson underneath gold is the same lesson underneath all wealth. The things that protect your money are the things that are scarce and cannot simply be printed. Cash can be printed into worthlessness, but assets that are genuinely rare, gold, land, ownership of great companies, hold their value through the storms. That is why the wealthy always keep some of their money in things that cannot be created out of thin air. You do not have to bury gold in your backyard, but understand the principle. Own a piece of what is scarce and lasting, not just paper that can be printed away. Gold has been humanity's answer to that idea for 5,000 years, and the idea still works today. If you want to see the money machine behind everyday life, subscribe. We break it all down, drawn simply. I will see you in the next one.